Let's go.
Okay. Welcome to a very special episode of Dirty Linen, live from the I'll do it again. Welcome to a special episode of Dirty Linen, coming to you from the Australian Open. When I think about summer in Melbourne, I think about the AO. I think about coming for a day or a night at the tennis, sure, seeing a few balls hit, thinking about how to improve my serve. But what I'm really thinking about is how to serve myself some great food and drinks. The food and beverage experience at the AO just gets better and better every year, with always new things to try and old favourites coming back. We are here, we are hungry. Let's walk around and see what we can find. So I'm with Rob Uldis Libecans from Caretaker's Cottage in an incredible suite activation overlooking Rod Laver Arena. Rob, tell us where we are, what we're doing.
So currently we are in Suite 6, which is the top level for Rod Laver. It's where the AO Reserve is. We have got Australia's smallest pub, which is Caretaker's Cottage, above, Tennis Australia's most iconic court on Rod Laver. Currently, we're watching Anya Sabalenka just practice and absolutely put the ball through her trainer.
Is it hard to concentrate on making drinks when you've got incredible tennis action out these floor-to-ceiling windows?
Yeah, I've learned to be a bit of a chameleon and have one eye at a right angle at all times, I think.
And how do you translate the very specific Caretaker's experience to the tennis?
Having a really small bar to halve the amount of space has been quite easy, actually. We can only fit 16 people in our little suite, so it gets intimate, but people treat it like a pub. There's lots of standing, walking around, leaning on the bar. It doesn't feel like a suite. It feels like a tiny little, very high pub.
I love that. And what are you serving? What's the offering?
We had to do a martini, but we are doing a Grey Goose and Bianco Vermouth martini, but it's come straight from the freezer a la Caretakers. And then we've got some of our best sellers from the year gone past, so a champagne pina colada, which we do with a house-made coconut sorbet, which we whip together a bit like a scapino, a sweet, sour, smoky strawberry yuzu kind of margarita-esque thing, and then one that we just wanted to be very Aussie, so it's named after the meat raffle, and it's like pink, white, layered, and then with some curly leaf parsley as the garnish as well.
Oh, curly leaf parsley, it's back, right?
It's underrated. It's very 90s, but I love it.
I love it too. I'm always campaigning to have it returned to centre stage, or perhaps I should say centre court. Now, you don't do any food at Caretaker's Cottage, but there are snacks here. Why is that, and what are they?
I think it's just a good idea. It's part of a package deal here as well. So the whole idea that it's food and drink for the 5 hours that guests have been allocated for here. So I think lean's kind of English. So you've got kind of Welsh rarebit on crumpets, some kind of like party pies with Guinness and beef in there as well. A little bit of our famous curry spice chips, and then some pavs as well. So it's very like kind of Aussie English kind of crossover. I
mean, I would love to spend a night at the tennis here, eating that and drinking all the things. Of course, it's sold out, so that's not possible. What is it like? Caretakers doesn't do many activations. Like, what enticed you to do this one at the AO?
2 out of the 3 owners are like, we will watch any sport. We're really competitive. But this is, this is our target audience for Caretakers, really. We get a lot of international tourists as well. We have a 5-meter TV on the other side of the green during the tennis for the whole tournament. Across from Caretakers, it's very much within our wheelhouse, but it's also peak summer. It's very Melbourne. And you don't get many opportunities like this. I think in Australia, we've probably done 2 or 3 actual events over the last 2 years. We never do long-term activations, but this is just too good to turn down.
And overall, like if someone hasn't experienced the AO, what would you tell them it's like? Why should they get down here?
It's different from any other Grand Slam. It's so accessible in terms of the grounds, the food offering is really proactive. It's constantly evolving. It's kind of like a snapshot of the best of Melbourne right now per year, and it just gets bigger and better. This is the first year of us doing it, so we're finding out a lot of stuff ourselves. Not a lot of people get to experience this, but hopefully next year that we'll be able to do some stuff out on the green as well.
Ooh, look, watch this space. Well, thanks for hosting us briefly, Rob, in the suite. Enjoy the rest of the AO.
Thank you so much, Dani.
So I'm here with Mindy Woods, who has a popcorn activation at the AO. Mindy, that is so exciting. Tell us all about it.
Oh, I mean, how deadly to be at the Australian Open and to be bringing the ancient flavours of Bundjalung country to centre court. I'm just so thrilled. You know, when I first got approached about popcorn, I was like, what on earth are we going to do with popcorn? But of course it makes sense. It's something for the public. It's something about a celebration. Popcorn's so fun. And I think layering it with these beautiful ancient flavours of Australia, the true taste of country, kind of brings everything together.
So tell us about some of the flavours.
So we've got two, a sweet and savoury. My favourite is actually the wattle seed caramel, and I'm not a sweet tooth at all, so it took me by surprise. When I thought about what can we do to really kind of encourage people to grab a bag of popcorn or a box of popcorn and have some fun at the tennis, I thought we really need to do something that's kind of familiar but put a beautiful native spin on it. So it's kind of like that lollygobble bliss bomb kind of like flair, and we've just laid those beautiful wattle seed, ground wattle seed through it, and honestly it is divine. And I don't even have a sweet tooth and I love it. And then we've got our beautiful savoury flavour, which is the Ure, the gudgeon, the mullen plum, which a lot of people know as Davidson plum. I'm sure you've tried it, Dani. You've tried it, right?
Yeah, it's really sour, like lip puckering, like
zing,
absolutely, yeah,
vibrant,
total zing,
and super pink and beautiful. So what we've done is kind of taken a riff on salt and vinegar and used the Ure, the gudgeon, for that kind of savoury, sour note, and it's absolutely divine. Yeah,
perfect. Well, I know you love giving people an opportunity to tap into country and connect. Like, what is your vision for someone who's grabbing a handful of this sweet or savoury popcorn at the tennis?
Taste the flavours of country, the true flavours of Australia. A lot of people don't realise we're not just the oldest continuous civilization on the planet, we're the oldest food culture in the world. And I really want to bring that to the forefront of the conversation, particularly at these international events. We want people to taste the flavours of Australia. When we've got our international guests travelling here, we're offering them meat pies and sausage rolls a lot of the time, aren't we, Dani? And I know that we can do better. So let's tap into that ancient food system. Let's tap into something that deserves to be at a modern table as well. And I just love people experience it, because these foods are superfoods without the trendy hashtag, but they are the flavours and the foods that have sustained our ancestors for thousands of years. And I think there's something really special in that, and it's often not celebrated enough.
Yeah, well, thanks for giving us this opportunity to celebrate it. You've come down from Bundjalung country to Naarm. Tell us what it's like for you to experience the AO.
It is just such a vibe here. It's really hard to experience. I don't know why the AO seems to get bigger and better every single time I'm part of it. I was really fortunate to have a pop-up restaurant a couple of years ago, and we were serving out kangaroo skewers with a macadamia satay, and there was this big question mark as if it's going to sell. Are the consumers, are the punters going to be open to tasting something like kangaroo? And of course we did. We're selling out, and I think that's a real lesson for all of us. People come here because they want to experience food and culture, and to understand culture, you need to experience its food. So when we're bringing these ancient flavours, these ancient foods to the Australian Open, that's really what it's about. And like you can tell, the vibe is so electric here. I'm just having a ball, and I feel like the tennis is like part of it, but there's so much more on offer here at the Australian Open.
I love it. Well, thank you for bringing your popcorn cart. So look out at the AO around the precincts for the cart with the two flavours of popcorn. Thanks, Mindy.
Boogle Bear. Thanks, Dani.
So I found my way to Raymond Capaldi at Wonder Pies. Raymond, tell us about the offering here.
Well, the offerings, we've got two offerings. We've got a tuck shop, which is for all the kids and their lollies and all that. So we thought to do a tuck shop vibe, because there's nothing like a good tuck shop, you know, and especially in Australia. And then on the other side, we have the pies and the coffee shop and the famous Wonder Pies. So that's the two options. This year we've got two stands, usually with just one, but they gave us two, so it's always a pleasure for us to come here.
I mean, you're here and people are walking in from the city, it's just streaming in. We're here in the morning. What's the vibe like at the AO?
For me, every year, and I'm not just saying it because we're here, but it's like Disney World on steroids here. It's Disney World for adults, and it's Disney, and this part, the Emirates part, is very much for kids, so it's always lots of excellent stuff going on. And I just think the whole vibe sets the whole vibe for the rest of the year. If you come through the gates, it gives me inspiration for the whole year, because it just wants you to make up and go and do stuff, you know what I mean? It's not just about the tennis, it's about setting the whole vibe for the city, I think.
I love that because I mean everyone's picking up a tennis at the end of January because they're inspired by the AO, but I love that idea that it actually you can set some intentions for the whole year, like bring some energy.
Exactly. I mean, you don't really need to come and watch the tennis. I think for me, if you walk around and just see what's going on and the great things that the tennis or show you bring every year, all the different restaurants, everything that's happening, it's actually a great incentive for everybody to come and make sure that they enjoy the rest of the year and set the tempo, because I think this tennis is the best event in the world.
Yeah, it's definitely amazing to be here, and there's always different things happening. Now, I'm a Wonder Pies fan from way back. I love the quality of the pastry. There's always so much meat and just really good quality filling. The sausage roll is a particular favourite. Which product do you reckon people should try if they're trying Wonder Pies for the first time?
Well, everybody's talking about the lasagna pie. Is a big hit, and the lasagna is very Moorish. I love it, but you can't beat the good old chunky beef pie and the sausage roll. They're classics, you know what I mean? So they always sell.
What do you think is the point of difference? Like, why is your pie good?
The point for me, the point of difference is we don't make it too flaky, so it doesn't get all over you. And I just think it's again consistency. I mean, that's the number one thing, and if you're very consistent in what you do, and there's real meat. There's about 75-80% meat in there. So that's a great thing about it as well. And for the price, it's a great pie. So it's all fresh, all local meats, and it's just great pie.
Yeah, I love it. Well, have a great AO, Ray.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So I've found my way to the northern part of Garden Square, and who do I come upon but Shane Delia at Layla. Shane, tell us about what you're up to at the AO.
It's good to be back at the AO. We had a bit of a break for a couple of years, but this year we thought it's the Australian Open. Sometimes people think it's the Melbourne Open, but we're representing all of Australia here. So we're bringing Layla down, which is our Brisbane restaurant, for the first time being involved in any event really, and showing some of our food that we cook up in Brisbane.
So what's the vibe?
Look, Layla, the food is sort of it's all going to have a Middle Eastern accent, but we're sort of discovering a little bit more of the spice trail, where we normally focus on sort of the Levant and the Ottoman Empire and sort of the Moorish Empire. We're kind of looking now deeper into sort of India, into Sri Lanka, to Goa, and sort of some of those influences. So you're going to see that here. You're going to see kaffir lime, and you're going to see a lot more curry-based cooking. You're going to see more fragrant herbs and spices. So it's interesting.
It sounds so good. And I mean, what about the logistics? Like, how hard is it to transport a restaurant from Brisbane to Melbourne and bring all these flavours together?
Yeah, it's super tough. Luckily, we've also got restaurants in Melbourne, so our team here have really got behind it. We've had a couple of the guys come down from Brisbane, but my team in Melbourne and the team in Brisbane work together harmoniously. So we're always sending guys back and forward. It's super tough. I mean, we're serving tens of thousands of people. If I told you some of the numbers of the things that they're selling, I mean, like yesterday they sold like 250 kilos just of grilled chicken, which is a lot of chicken to serve from a little kitchen like this.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like, my first job when I left school was selling ice creams at the AO. Do you think this is a good place for people to get their first job?
Most definitely. I've got my son and my daughter here. I've got three of my nieces and nephews working here as well, and for most of them it's their first job. So it's good because everybody's here, everybody's happy. Everybody wants to be here. There's a good vibe in the kitchen, bit of music on, and it's not too much. Even though it's pressure, you're serving a lot of people, it's not like pressure being in a kitchen in a restaurant.
So when I come back and grab something to eat, what will it be?
I really like the prawn salad. I think that the poached prawn salad with sambal and coconut is super tasty. It's nice for warm weather as well, but the biggest seller has been our Habibi butter chicken, which is sort of like our version of butter chicken, where we've replaced the base spices with a lot of North African spices. So, ras al hanout, roasted rose petals, lots of saffron. So it's a little bit more fragrant, less spicy.
It sounds so good. All right, I'll see you back here for a feed.
See you then.
When you're at the AO, you need to get to Grand Slam Oval. There is so much happening here. There's a new 2-story precinct called Golden Hour, which I love, but I'm looking at it from the only 2 women Greek-owned collab here at the Australian Open. It is Stalactites and Taverna, and I'm here with Angie Giannakodakis. Angie, hi.
Hey, it's morning.
So good to see you here at the Australian Open. Tell us about the Stalactites Taverna collab.
Well, it's very simple. We're Greek and we're women and we own businesses, and we thought, hey, if anybody can do it, it's definitely us. So we got together and we made a dish did a lot of talking, did a lot of eating, and just everything just lined up. Family values, the food that we eat, everything. So you know what, we had fun. We had fun doing this.
Tell me what people are going to experience when they come here.
Also, from Stalactites, obviously they're like their classic lamb and also the chicken souvlaki. The collaboration dish is basically a beautiful marinade of lamb that we've also slowly cooked with lots of spices and herbs, and then we've wrapped it up in a thick style pastry, which is delicious. Served with tzatziki. I'm making my mother's moussaka and spanakopita in a pie, so rolling out pastry every day and filling it with goodness, so you can have it for breakfast, noon or night, and that's the simplicity of the dish. Is basically just makes you feel really good.
I know whenever you talk about your mum and the food that she has made for you your whole life, that there is so much heart in it.
Yes.
What does it feel like to be delivering that emotion to this enormous international event?
Oh, listen, I think for me it's a little bit different. Like for instance, I was at work at 3:00 this morning, rolled out dough, just kept on pressing on, and every single dough I release out love. I can tell you that. Like every time, every push is like they're gonna eat goodness. They're gonna eat goodness. So if that works, I don't know, but that's where it's coming from. It's coming from the heart.
I didn't know I'd be crying at the Australian Open today, Angie, but that's just what it's come to.
That's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it because, you know, I just want to give a little bit back, and, you know, this is a really awesome city, and, you know, if we can give something really tasty and good to our customers and our consumers and the international guests, why not?
It's so true. Grand Slam Oval has got such a vibe. Like, people basically spend their day or their evening here. I mean, you don't really need to leave. There's tennis on the big screen and there is everything to eat and drink. What do you think about the overall vibe of the AO?
I think this year has really surprised me. It's just next level, not only like world class, but it's brought back our city in a microclimate. It reminds me of, you know, a decade ago and what you would expect from Melbourne, contained into one beautiful space, and everybody's so helpful and nice, and it's just really good. It's just really good.
I'm going to turn around and get myself one of those pastries, but thank you for chatting to me on Dirty Linen, Angie.
Thanks, Dani.
I'm full, I'm happy, I've learned some things, I've chatted to some great people. As always, it has been wonderful to walk around the Australian Open through all the different precincts, see how happy everyone is, just here for a good time. It's diverse, it's busy, it's energised, and I absolutely love it. If you haven't got down to Melbourne Park to experience the AO for yourself, I highly recommend it.
This is Dirty Linen, and I'm Dani Valent. We air the issues that the hospitality industry finds hard to talk about, hearing from different people with unique perspectives. We want to hear from you as well. If you have something that needs to be said about a topic, get in touch so we can include your perspective. Contact us at dirtylinen@deepintheweeds.com.au or hit us up on Insta at Dirty Linen Podcast. We can't wait to hear from you.
This is a Deep in the Weeds production.